invited ladies and gentlemen of the press, I welcome you all to this important presser. To begin with, we wish to acknowledge the Thanksgiving, your continuous support, patience, and cooperation in the professional discharge of your national duties, duly recognized as the fourth estate of the realm. Today, we call for this media engagement due to the recent unreliable power supply, popularly known in our local parlance as DUMSOMUSTSTOP, which, and rightly so, appears to be worsening despite the May raid of assurance from government officials and handlers of the power sector. Since the commencement of this year, many parts of the country have consistently been plunged into a helpless state of darkness, often without prior notice to the consuming public, while most Ghanaians have been experiencing intermittent power outages. Others have equally been witnessing either low current situation or intense power outages, leading to damage of their electrical gadgets, among other valuable assets. Amidst these escalating concerns and firestorms of controversies from the public over the prevailing power fluctuations, the head-to apparent silence disposition held by the sector minister, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, prompted a journalist to interview him over the pressing matter. And as generally known in responding of the harmless question put to him regarding the increasing calls for us to have a structured load shedding timetable so as to enable people to conveniently plan along, the minister rather threw caution to the wind and engaged in a shameless public spectacle, berating Ghanaians and displaying an unwarranted sense of superiority by asking us to produce our own version of the timetable. Ladies and gentlemen, other worryingly development is that it would be recalled on Tuesday, the 26th of March, 2024, a 24-year-old nursing mother identified as Rashida Abba Barker had a 3-year-old baby in an incubator machine, receiving medication at the Tema General Hospital. According to the reports, the newly born innocent baby avoidably lost his life due to the ongoing erratic power outages, which eventually led to a detected fault in the proper functioning of the incubator machine. Days later, in a hurriedly calculated force-saving gimmicks to calm the tempest, the hospital issued a release to deny earlier media reports, emphasizing amongst things that they are committed to prioritizing the health and safety of their patients above all else. Even more baffling and heartbreaking is that the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, at this year's annual May Day celebration, in an outrageously populist, misguided manner, made a bold declaration assuring Ghanaians that the DUMSOM menace is over and would not return again, attributing the supposed credit on the grounds that a planned maintenance work on some power transformers which previously resulted in power outages have been completed. Shortly afterwards, some parts of the country were plunged into darkness, negating the seemingly self-glorification he sought to take for himself. Furthermore, what appears to be insensitive and rather unconscionably, the ongoing power challenge situation has seen us witnessing a state regulating body, Public Utility Regulatory Commission, that is a PURC, on a collision berth with the body with the Electricity Company of Ghana, that's the ECG. The PURC on one side has backed calls for the ECG to submit a comprehensive load shedding timetable as contained in the release dated March 18, 2024. In a sharp contrast, the ECG also on the other side has failed to deliver on their request, forcing the PURC to impose fine on the governing board of directors of ECG as members let out sight of exasperation. With a ship piled of salt being added to our injuries, the current power crisis not only threatens the economic stability of our already distressed and debt-ridden country, but also carries a profound security implications on the lives and livelihood of Ghanaians. It is therefore instructive to note that the issue of financial constraints lies in the heart of this unfolding power crisis, laying bare the stark reality of the supposed uncertainties surrounding the raging power crisis is that our worsening financial position has rendered us handicapped, virtually struggling to purchase the gasoline needed to power our thermal generators plants, hence leading to a huge deficit or shortfalls in our generation capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, in the light of the distressing power challenges plunging the nation, instead of government to concede that shortcoming and be honest to Ghanaians, they have contemptuously resorted to denials, political chinery, and blame-shifting tactics. The glaring lack of sincerity and transparency which have characterized their mishandling of the power crisis situation have eroded public trust, fueled by heightening suspicions that government is hiding something for fear of losing the upcoming elections. Claims about technical challenges are nothing but grossly misleading and insultingly deceptive. Worthy to note, we stand at a critical, troubling crossroads to rescue this nation from the crass mismanagement of our power situation. And as well-meaning Ghanaians and conveners, we simply cannot stand idle by whilst our dear nation is being plunged into the abyss of darkness. In view of this, we owe it a duty not to ourselves, but also to posterity by holding the feet of government to the fire of accountability. The time is now ripe for us to roll up our sleeves, hit the streets, and chant in unison by letting our voices echoing through the towers along the streets in the audacious attempt to wake the consensus of government from their state of comatose. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, it is again against this backdrop that we wish to announce to the general public that time has soon for us to exercise our inalienable and continuously guaranteed right to demonstrate our displeasure to government over the prevailing incessant power outages. For the purposes of emphasis, the date is coming on Saturday, 8th of June, 2 p.m. The venue is the forecourt of the University of Ghana, Legon, and then we end it up at the Tete Kwashi roundabout. Thank you once again for your attention.